Where are all the biker chicks? Have you ever been to a motorcycle event or a rally and you think, where are all the biker chicks that you see in the Hollywood movies or on the TV programs? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it inside. See you in a bit.
RevelatorAlf.
Where are all the biker chicks? Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf, a biker's life less ordinary. So, do you like the candle? Very atmospheric. Well, on this video, I'm talking about biker chicks. Where are all the biker chicks? Now, you watch all these Hollywood movies or you open up a motorcycle magazine and there's very beautiful model type women, voluptuous women, you know, well stacked, well heeled girls, you know, draped over a motorcycle, or you see pictures of a Daytona or a Sturgis, and there's scantily clad women, very attractive, I might say, walking around. And you think, well, where are all these bike chicks anytime I go to a motorcycle rally? Well, the fact is, they do exist, but they're probably not going to the same places that you're going to. So I've been riding motorcycles for nearly 40 years and gone to all sorts of motorcycle events and ridden in different parts of the world and gone to different motorcycle events in different parts of the world. And in each different place that I've gone to, and each motorcycle event that I've gone to, the vibe and the feeling is slightly different. Now, if you have a really popular event, let's say like a Daytona or a Sturgis, then it will attract lots of people who want to be in the limelight, who want to act like a biker and not necessarily be a daily biker. These guys might just do it on a weekend. They might dress up in a certain way just to act the part, or they might genuinely be like that. But it will attract lots of people who want to be in the limelight, who want to propel themselves into it. The other thing is that, you know, in big motorcycle events as well, there is an opportunity for, you know, certain people to make money and also certain people to promote themselves as well. So there's a lot of work going around, there's a lot of money floating around, you know, for girls to be employed or women to be employed in the sort of promotional game as well. So, you know, bar owners, trade stand owners are going to employ attractive women, and they're going to try and cater to a certain clientele or who they perceive want to see, you know, great looking women, you know, in hardly any clothing, serving drinks or whatever it is. Different parts of the world do it slightly differently. So in the US, a lot of that is very much going on. In the UK, it's very much more reserved, and around Europe, it's a lot more reserved as well. But they still have, you know, very attractive girls, very sort of promotional girls as well. If you go to a motorcycle rally in the UK, the chances are you're never going to see that kind of thing. Now, that's not to say that you won't see attractive women there, biker chicks there, but you won't really see that kind of element. You won't really see, you know, women dressed in sort of bikini tops or chaps or anything like that. You might very rarely, but not often. They're more likely to be in a heavy metal t-shirt or a, you know, a black vest or something like that, than actually sort of dressed up like a model. If you go to the larger motorcycle events, let's say a motorcycle live show or some kind of custom bike show, then again you will get some promotional girls there working, but that's about it. Many bikers I know sometimes will have nervous partners at home, you know, worried that they're going to go to a motorcycle rally or event and they're going to pull some biker chick, you know, who's and they're just going to be littered all over the place. And the reality is it's just not like that. You don't get necessarily, you know, handsome men, or you don't get necessarily drop dead gorgeous women. You get very attractive men, I suppose, if that's your thing, and you also get very attractive women, but they're just normal. They're just like you and I, although I'm not so attractive. Well, I'm not, or maybe I am. But anyway, so different parts of the world have different sort of themes. I know there are various events in the US, for example, that cater to an adult type of clientele. You can have sort of smaller rallies, private parties that have, you know, more of an adult theme. So children and families are not really, not to say they're not welcome, but it's not really for them. And I go to a few rallies in this country where it's catered towards the adult clientele as well, and there's a lot more sort of risque sort of stage acts, burlesque, you know, pole dancers, that kind of thing. But again, it's kind of within a theme, within entertainment, as opposed to just having, you know, girls sort of walking around or serving behind the bar, that kind of thing. So it's a different vibe in this country, certainly different vibe around some of the spots that I've been to in Europe. Now, the weather plays a big part as well, because if you've got a really warm temperature, that lends itself to people in general taking their clothes off, you know, and wearing, you know, smaller items of clothing, let's say. So, but here in the UK, it's a little bit colder, so it's not always a done thing really to strip off to your undies and just sort of prance around. You know, you get a few raised eyebrows and people, you'd be a bit of a laughing stock, you know, if you tried that over here. Now, that's not to say that, you know, people can't do what they want to do, and it's not to say that people don't have a grand old time, you know, at any rallies. There's lots of drinking, lots of partying, lots of making friends and seeing old friends and making new friends and all that kind of stuff. Usually great music. Everybody has a good old party the night away. Bike shows, you know, whatever it is, silly games. You know, that's the kind of thing that, you know, gets people going in the rallies, you know, in the UK. Depends who's hosting them. You have a different vibe as well. Some are bigger, some are smaller, some are associated with clubs, others with sort of organisations as well. But again, you don't really get the Hollywood style biker chick at these events. Certainly not in this side of the pond. In the US, you're more likely to get it. But again, mostly at the larger events. At the small events, it's again, you're just going to have the normal everyday biker who will go there, and you know, you see all shapes and all sizes at the bike events. And unfortunately, when I had the bike magazine as well, you know, we try to get normal everyday bikers into motorcycle magazines, you know, as photo spreads, that kind of thing. But the reality is that a lot of people don't feel comfortable getting into, you know, the public arena, or certainly then. Now social media is sort of taken over a little bit. But even so, they didn't really want to show themselves off. But also, you know, there is this mindset that only model types, voluptuous types, big-breasted types are going to be able to get into magazines, which might suit the desires of certain readers, but it certainly doesn't, you know, of all readers. You know, maybe it kind of alienates a lot of women as well, or actually maybe some women really like that as well. It really depends, you know, it's down to the individual. It's very easy to be seduced by the notion that you see a beautiful girl draped across a motorcycle for a photo shoot. It's very easy to see videos or photos of a motorcycle event like a Sturgis, Daytona, whatever it is, and you see all these gorgeous women about, but you never actually see or are shown that much of just normal people walking about having a good time as well. And the bulk of people attending these events are just normal people, just like you and I. But we tend to focus on, you know, the beautiful, the big and the bold, as opposed to the normal, the everyday. Maybe we should stop doing that. Maybe we should just treat everybody equally. The beautiful and the not so beautiful. The good, the bad, the ugly. Maybe everybody should be the same. We are all the same underneath, aren't we? Really. But don't get me wrong, I love to see gorgeous things as well. Oh yes. But if you've ever gone to motorcycle events, let's say like I have, and you ever speak to some of the girls or the women that are actually working there, or the men, you know, who are working in the same kind of environment, same kind of capacity, you quickly find that most of them, the overwhelming majority, are not really motorcycle people, not really biker people. A lot of the time they don't know the first thing about motorcycles. Some do, I mean, that's a gross generalization. Some do, some are really into their bikes, really into the scene, but most aren't. Most are just working there as a model, as a promotions person, you know, maybe as a dancer on the stage or as a bartender, whatever it is. So to have that mindset, to think that you're going to go into a motorcycle event, a motorcycle rally, and you're going to see all these, you know, gorgeous women, it's just not going to happen. You'll have biker chicks, biker women, girls of all shapes, all sizes, all appearances. And you will get those particular gorgeous ones which you think are gorgeous, but you'll also get the everyday ones as well. And that's the way it should be. Maybe just a mix of people that represent society, because bikers are part of society, and we're just a motorcycling culture, a subculture of society. So within society, you get all sorts, all shapes, all sizes, and all appearances as well. So the next time you're going to go to a motorcycle event, just expect everything. And maybe you'll see what you really want to see, and maybe you'll see a little bit deeper. And maybe you'll get to see what your heart truly desires. A bottle of Jack Daniels and a triple cheeseburger and fries. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please tell your friends to subscribe. I've got a lot more videos coming up, a lot more themes, lots more different styles, some more biking videos, more face to camera videos as well, and a lot more issues, a lot more themes. Did I say that already? And if you really enjoyed the video, please let me know what you think of the videos. Let me know what you think of the channel. And I'll catch you on the next one coming soon. Bye now.